Hi, this is Easy English with Ali, and today I am going to talk about idioms. Part of what makes English so interesting and creative and beautiful is what also makes it very confusing and hard to understand sometimes. So idioms are an example of this. Here are a couple examples. Yesterday, my cat kicked the bucket. My boyfriend wanted to get back together with me, and I said, that ship has sailed. What? It is raining cats and dogs out there. I don't know. So did you understand all of these? It's okay if you didn't, because the literal meaning is not the same as what the speaker wants to actually say. So an idiom is a phrase that has a figurative meaning beyond the literal interpretation. So if you looked up all of the definitions of all the words, that is different from what the speaker is trying to say. So the meaning of an idiom cannot be understood by simply looking up the meaning of the words. You need to figure it out through the context or by watching this video and learning what the idioms mean. They are often used to convey ideas, emotions, or situations in a more vivid or expressive or funny way. Like I said, it just makes English sound more interesting. Okay, they add color, they add depth to the language. So for example, it's raining cats and dogs. This phrase does not actually mean that there are dogs and cats falling out of the sky. It just means that it is pouring rain. It means it's raining so hard outside. So that is an example of an idiom. It's raining cats and dogs. I don't know if you've heard it before, but you may have. People use that idiom sometimes. Okay, in this video, I am going to tell you 20 idioms along with their definitions. I might also give an example of when you might see it in day-to-day conversation as well. And at the end, I'm going to have a worksheet for you to fill in the correct idiom. So you can learn and then you can practice it with the worksheet, and then you can go out and you can use it in your own conversation. So please pay attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video because I've got lots more videos for you to learn English with. Let's get started. So the first idiom we have is break a leg. So this means good luck. Usually people say this when someone is going to do a performance, usually an acting performance. So if my daughter is going to do a play on stage, I might say to her, break a leg, and it means good luck. This is actually a very common idiom that we use. Bite the bullet. This means to just stop hesitating and do it. Okay, so sometimes you've been thinking about doing something and maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't. Someone might just say, just bite the bullet and go for it. Okay, so he finally bit the bullet and bought the apartment that he'd always dreamed of. That's an example of bite the bullet. To have your eye on is our third idiom. So that means to be interested in something. Okay, to have your eye on something. So I've got my eye on that blue car. Means I'm interested in that blue car. Number 4, a piece of cake. So that's not actually the literal piece of cake, which is delicious usually. It means it's something that's super easy. Okay, so if you did a math worksheet and you found it super easy, you could say, well, that was a piece of cake. Means that was easy. Something that costs an arm and a leg means that it's super expensive. That new bike cost me an arm and a leg means that that bike was so expensive. What does it mean to hit the nail on the head? That means that you are exactly right. Okay, so you nailed it, hit it on the head. Okay, so it means to be exactly right. She couldn't be more right. She hit the nail on the head. What does it mean to beat around the bush? That means that you are avoiding something that people want to talk about. You're avoiding the topic, okay? So stop beating around the bush and tell me what you really want. Okay, sometimes people beat around the bush. It means that they want to say something, but they kind of say it in different ways. It means to kind of, oh, I want to say it, but I don't want to. They are beating around the bush. What does it mean to cut corners? That means to take shortcuts. So doing something poorly to save time or money. Okay, so you can't cut corners on building this treehouse. It has to be perfect. Means that you've got to do everything right. Once in a blue moon. Have you heard that before? This is something that happens very rarely. So I could say, oh, my husband and I go out once in a blue moon. Means that we don't go out very often. To kill two birds with one stone means that you accomplish two things by just doing one thing. Okay, so accomplishing two tasks with one action. So maybe wash your hair while you swim, Lucy. That means you'll kill two birds with one stone. It means you get exercise and you get clean hair just by swimming. What does it mean to be on the ball? That means that you are alert and focused. All right. When you are working with dangerous equipment, you need to be on the ball. So focused, ready for anything, right? What does it mean to bark up the wrong tree? That means that you are looking in the wrong place for something. So he likes to hunt and she's a vegetarian. Looks like he is barking up the wrong tree. Means that maybe he shouldn't be looking to date this girl because she's a vegetarian, he likes to hunt, they're probably not going to get along very well. So he's barking up the wrong tree. Jump on the bandwagon means that you want to do something that everyone else is doing. So you join a group that everybody is a part of. That means to jump on the bandwagon. I just wanted to note that when you are saying these idioms, make sure that you're getting the articles right. So it's not jump on a bandwagon, it's jump on the bandwagon. Barking up the wrong tree. On the ball. Okay, so if you don't use the correct article, it sounds funny and it might not mean the same thing. Okay, so make sure you're getting the thes and the as correct when you are using these idioms. So it's jump on the bandwagon. I don't want to watch a lot of sports, but when our team makes the playoffs, I usually jump on the bandwagon. That means that I join everybody in watching the playoffs because it's fun. Everybody else is doing it. Under the weather, do you know what that means? That means to feel a little bit sick or unwell. I didn't go to work yesterday because I was feeling under the weather. The ball is in your court. That means it's your move. It's your time to make an action. Okay, so your turn to make a decision. I said sorry to you. Okay, maybe we were in a fight. I said sorry. Now the ball is in your court. Okay, so your turn to do something. Are you going to accept the apology? Are we going to be friends again? I've done my action. Now it's your turn. The ball is in your court. Call it a day means that we're finished for the day. Go home, do something else, right? We're finished. We got a lot done today. Let's call it a day. Means that we're done. Let's go home. That ship has sailed. That was one of the examples from above. So that means the opportunity is no longer available. Okay, so in the examples I said, my boyfriend wanted to get back together with me. That ship has sailed means like it's not going to happen. It's not on the table anymore. Okay, on the table means that it is an option. Okay, that's another idiom that I threw in there just for fun. On the table. Time flies means that time goes really quickly. Some people say time flies when you're having fun. It means time passes so quickly when you're having fun. Let's get the ball rolling means let's start. Okay, she got the ball rolling by brainstorming ideas for the performance. That means she got everything started by doing that. Throw me a bone. That means to give something small in order to make someone happy. It's to just give them something, right? You're holding everything else back. Throw me a bone. Give me something, right? Learn the ropes means to learn how everything works. So if you get a new job, someone might say, okay, have you learned the ropes? Means that have you learned everything that you need to do there yet? To think outside the box means to think in a different way, in a bit of a more creative way, maybe, okay? Think outside the box. Let's think outside the box to figure out how to do this. What does it mean to rock the boat? So that means to do something to annoy others or to cause a problem. Okay, so rocking the boat is not a good thing. So you probably don't want to rock the boat at your job. It means it makes everybody unhappy. What does it mean to be on the same page? That means that you are thinking the same way as everyone else. So we're on the same page means that we all have the same ideas. Keep you on your toes means to keep you ready and alert. Okay, so if he kept me on my toes by challenging me with something new every day. Okay, so he kept me focused, kept me interested in it, right? To keep you on your toes. To have your hands full means to be busy. Okay, sometimes people with lots of kids, they'll say, wow, you have your hands full. And you say, yes, I have my hands full. So that was actually 26 idioms with a little bonus in there. I could give you a few more that are a little bit old-fashioned, but you might see them in writing, and sometimes older people might say them. So here's a couple. I'll give you 6 older idioms. A dime a dozen means that something that's very easy to find. Something like, okay, Bananas are a dime a dozen. You can find them in any grocery store. When pigs fly, that means that's never gonna happen, okay? So you might say, oh, I'm gonna learn how to ride a motorcycle. You say, when pigs fly, means that's never gonna happen. Don't cry over spilled milk. We say that sometimes. It means that don't worry about something that has already happened. You can't change it now, right? So don't cry over spilled milk. It's raining cats and dogs is kind of an old-fashioned one. We've talked about that. It's pouring heavy rainfall. Let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret, okay? So if I say, oh, I'm gonna tell you a secret, don't let the cat out of the bag though, means that don't tell anybody. This is the last one, let sleeping dogs lie. So that means to avoid a situation that could cause trouble. Okay, so don't wake up the dog when he's having a nice sleep. So don't mess with something that's going well. If it's going well, just leave it to go well. Don't cause a problem by doing something that's going to disturb it. So now you have learned a bunch of idioms and what they mean. It is time to practice. So I am going to read a bunch of sentences and you need to fill in the space with the correct idiom. So only from the idioms that we just learned. And I won't tell you the answer till the very end. So if you want to pause and figure out what the correct one is and take your time, you will have lots of time to do that, okay? So let's get started. Number 1, in order to come up with a new exciting product, we need to blank. Number 2, we all have different ideas, so I don't think we are on blank. Number 3, he blank by playing a get to know you game at the beginning of the meeting. Number 4, stop blank and tell me how you really feel about the new idea. Number 5, we only go swimming blank, so I am not a very good swimmer. Number 6, I didn't send my daughter to school today because she was feeling blank. Number 7, she wanted to become a doctor, but she decided to go to an arts university. I think she is blank. Number 8, I blank the purple dress, so I am saving up my money to buy it. Number 9, the person paying for this job wants it to be perfect, so don't blank. Number 10, he really didn't want to get his tooth fixed, but he finally blank and just did it. Number 11, the weather is horrible outside. It's blank. She is working 3 jobs and she has 3 kids. She definitely blank. Number 13, everyone was happy until Dad got home and blank. by telling everyone to go and clean their rooms. Number 14. When she joined the Starbucks team, she quickly blank because she had a really good trainer. And the last one, number 15, everyone was getting their ears pierced. So Sarah blank and got hers done too. All right, so if you want to go back and find the answers, go ahead, because I'm going to tell you the answers now. So number 1 was think outside of the box. Number 2, the same page. Number 3, got the ball rolling. Number 4, beating around the bush. Number 5, once in a blue moon. 6, under the weather. 7, barking up the wrong tree. Number 8, have my eye on. Number 9, cut corners. Number 10, bit the bullet. 11, raining cats and dogs. 12, has her hands full. 13, rocked the boat. Number 14, learned the ropes. And number 15, jumped on the bandwagon. All right, I hope that you liked this video. I would love it if you could like and subscribe and tell me what other videos you would like to see me make for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye.